morning, everybody. We start sitting on the blankets and or on your mats, and you take the fleshy parts of the sit bones and push through the top of the head, finding length. Sometimes it helps putting the hands down, kind of, pressing the fingertips into the floor to help you push up to sit tall, and then you just keep the length, but rest your hands on your knees. And for today's pranayama, it's very simple. Again, we are even out our breath. So you start inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the nose, and we count. So your inhale might take, you count to 4, and then your exhale, you count to 4 as well. And just, lengthen that exhale if it might be usually a little bit shorter. So just sit tall. If you want, you can close your eyes. I count for a couple of times, and then I let you find your own rhythm and your own count. All right? If you don't want to close your eyes, you're absolutely fine keeping them open. If you have them open, just try to rest your gaze right in front of you. And then just relax the shoulders, the elbows, your hands, jaw, and the tongue in your mouth. And just become aware of your breath. And then we count the inhale, how long it takes. So with the next inhale through your nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Now, right now, when the body and the mind calms down, that number might become a little bit more. Maybe you count to 5, maybe to 6. Just adjust the number and even it out so that the exhale lasts as long as the inhale. Just go for a couple of rounds in your own time. Now finish that last round and come back to your natural breathing without any counting. Slowly bring the chin towards your chest. Feel the stretch in the back of your neck and open your eyes. Slowly lift your gaze again. Lift the head. hold on to your knees and we go straight back into rounding. But now the whole back is rounding. Chin towards the chest. You're looking towards your belly button. You feel the shoulder blades moving away from each other and your back is rounding. And then the opposite. We open up the chest, lift the face towards the sky and arch that lower back. Inhale here and then exhale when you round, scooping those abs in and up. Again, finding your own rhythm, your own time. Rounding when the exhale comes. Open up, arching that back when the inhale comes. And then slowly come back to the middle. Focus on the heads. So today, usually we have that pointy head. Today we focus on the tip of your nose. And you draw a circle with your nose. And that circle can slowly become bigger. It can stay the same if it feels absolutely right. Then you want to stay there. That's your call. And then we change the direction. You can close your eyes again. Okay. And then come back to the middle. And then we bring the hands onto the shoulders. And we draw circles with the elbows. Reaching up and all the way back. All right, we slow it down just a little bit. So lifting the elbows up, feeling that space between your hips, armpits, all the way up to the tip of the elbow. And then we stop right here, shoulders down, but squeezing together, open up that collarbone area. And then pulling the elbows down, shoulders moving down, and then again forward, elbows touch. You make that space between the shoulder blades. Lifting up, side body lengthens, and then squeezing the shoulder blades together very gently and drawing that big circle. One more time. Big movement, slow movement. Perfect. Hands come back onto your knees. And we draw another circle with the whole body. The spine is staying along and the movement. Okay, yes, I see a couple of you circling with me. That is fantastic. All right, then the other way. And you know what? We are changing the direction again, but now we are coming back and we are rounding in that cat pose. And then when we move forward, we are arching, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Yes, take your time. And then arching that lower back, the whole back, rounding, chin towards the chest. One more round. And then we come to a stop. Hands behind you, switch your legs. Now let's see if we remember. We change the direction, right? So big circle the other way around, rounding the back and arching the back. And again, as much or as little as you feel is right in this moment. Squeezing shoulder blades together, shoulder blades going away, arching the back, lifting the gaze, rounding the back, lowering the gaze. One more. and then slowly come back to the middle. Now take your strap or a circle, not a circle, a strap, a towel, a belt, a scarf, whatever you have. And if you have nothing right now and you can't think of anything, you just pretend you have one. All right, so you're holding it pretty wide. So just to test it, it should be quite easy to do this, right? If there's a stop, it doesn't feel okay, open up the hands a little more. And just do a couple of those, opening up the shoulders. Yeah, perfect. Nice. All right, so have a little pause because I need to see. Yes. So we're gonna go left and right. And it doesn't have to touch the floor. You keep your spine, the rest of the body still, tall, and no movement, just in the arms. We're going into a side stretch in a moment. Perfect. Now, hands come down. Let's move. Bend that elbow, reaching all the way up. You don't need that strap. And then come back up. Switching over to the other side. Put the hand down, reaching all the way up. Open that side body and come back. Now, maybe put the arms down just for a moment. I need to see. Yeah, so what we're going to do is, yes, I got it now. We are doing a little bit of half circle, right? So lowering down, lifting up. Yes, I see you moving. Perfect. One more time, each side. Nice. And then relax. Put the band down. Put the band pretty close to you. And if you're sitting on your blanket, I'm taking it off. But for some of us, it might feel nice. We're gonna move forward and over the legs if you still sit on something. So the indication for that would be if you feel pulled back, like if you feel like you're leaning back a lot, that means that the pelvis here might be a little tight. So it always lifting up gives the pelvis more of a more space to move, tilt forward, right? So that you can sit tall. All right, if you have your strap close by and we want to reach the feet, we can use the strap. But first we put the hands right in front. Actually, you know what? Take those fleshy parts off again and hands come right in front of you. If this is already a lot and you might feel better here, you stay here. And you work on flexing your feet, keeping the knees straight, maybe activating the kneecaps, pulling them towards you. And you work on lengthening the spine, pushing through the top of the head, shoulders down, right? If you feel like, yes, there is a little bit of room for me, put the hands in front. And then see if you can maybe walk your way forward. See how far you come, right? You work on your edge, whatever feels good. Nobody can see you. Okay, and if you like, if that's an option, maybe bend your elbows, right? Shoulders away from the ears. Breathe into the belly. One more breath. And we slowly walk back, taking our time. Now bending the left knee. And you can take your strap and use your strap and hold on to the strap here, right? And then we fold forward. If you reach your feet, bring the hands in front of your chest. Actually, everybody bring the hand in front of your chest and then just twist over to the right side. Now you can put the strap on your foot or put the hands right here if you don't have a strap, and see when you fold over, where is your stop? It could be here. When it's here, I want you to focus on the breathing into the belly and then on the weight of your elbows, the weight of your shoulders, and the weight of your head. Allow the head, the shoulders, and your elbows to become heavy, to relax down. If you feel like you can reach the foot, right, then you can use the foot as an anchor and forward, forward, nose towards your knee. And then relax your forward. Feel that little lift when you inhale. And when the exhale comes, give into the weight of the head, of the upper body, of the shoulders, and let them help you to relax down, soften into that stretch. If you feel like you need to hold your breath, then this is a little too much. Come back up a little bit. And then slowly come back. Walk the hands back. And then hands come back in front of the chest. We're twisting over to that left knee. And then bring your right hand on the inside of that right leg. Lift your right hand, left hand all the way up. And we come into a side bend. So we use that right back of the hand to anchor and open up into that twist. And it might be enough here, but maybe you stretch a little more, reach towards the foot, and we want to open up the whole side of the body. Your hips are anchoring you down. You can look all the way up. You can look down or straight ahead. Breathe. And then slowly bring that hand behind you. You know what's coming, right? We are lifting up. We open the whole front of the body. If you're not sure what that is, it looks like that, okay? All right, we do it together. Left hand goes behind you, and then lifting up the hips, open the whole front of the body, and then slowly come back. Skip anything you don't feel sure about or it feels odd. All right, so the left leg comes out, right knees bend, hands in front of the chest. And then pressing thumbs into your breastbone, twisting over to your left leg. And then bring your hands, your strap onto the foot. If the foot seems really far away, use the strap. If you're okay here, put the hands on and then slide forward wherever there is a stop. You listen to your body, and it might be different on the other side. If it feels okay, use your foot as an anchor and then forward, forward, and use your exhale to soften and letting gravity win, I was going to say, but just try to, soften, relax into that stretch. And again, if you can't breathe, if the inhale or the exhale is restricted, lift a little, come out of it just a little bit until you feel the breath comes in easy. One more breath. And then make your way back up. Taking your time. Hands in front of the chest. And then we twist over to the right side. Left hand comes onto the inside. Maybe head to even more open up. And then the right hand comes up and we slide into our side bend. Reaching up and over. Breathe. Open up that side body. Taking all the new fresh air in, letting go of the used and old. And then slowly lower back down. Now you know what's coming. So we go together, lifting up, open up the whole front. And slowly come back down. Perfect. Then we stretch both of the legs straight forward. Take the fleshy parts off. And then just one more time, we're reaching forward. And again, you can use the strap. Try it out, even if you can reach your feet. Bend the elbows. And then forward, forward. Slowly come back up. And we come back into easy pose. And the hands come onto the side and we're lifting up, creating length again in the side body, in your spine, lifting you up, getting you taller. Now we hold on to the wrist with the right hand, holding on to the left wrist. And then reaching up and over. Slowly come back to the middle. And then reach up again. So let's try, so spread the fingers wide, focus on your pinky finger and turn the hands towards the midline and see what it does to your shoulders. So kind of when you turn the light bulb or when you want to switch the light bulb and you turn it out, right? So just one movement towards the midline. What does it do to your shoulders, right? To the shoulder blades. Drop the shoulders down, make space between shoulders and ears. But at the same time, you're reaching up, energizing those fingertips. Now keep that length, hold on to your right wrist, and then bring it over to the other side. Reaching up and over. Anchoring the hips down. Yes, yes. And slowly coming back. Bring the hands down. Now we bring the hands behind the back. So interlace your fingers. So sometimes we cannot straighten the elbows for whatever reason. Then focus on your shoulders. So focus on the shoulders maybe first. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And that opens up that collarbone area. And then straighten your elbows. And see if you can maybe even lift your arms up. I show you from the side, right? So this is my round back. Looking at my iPhone, right? Looking at my computer, my laptop. So what I'm going to do now is I squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift my gaze, pushing through the top of the head, right? And that might be it. See if you can straighten your elbows and lift them up just a little bit. See if your palms can touch, but they don't have to. But see if they can, maybe they can. And see if you can point your index fingers and pushing towards the floor. And then slowly relax. Roll the shoulders back, just a little. Okay. Lie on your back. Rock your head from side to side. Keep the knees bent. Focus on the head very gently. Doesn't have to be a big range of motion, just very loose and gentle. All right, and then come back to the middle. Bring both knees into the chest. And now rock this from side to side. Stretching out that lower back. All right. Hands stay on top of the knees. Sucker your knees one way. Circle your knees the other way. And then separate the knees, circle your knees. Open up hip joints. Change the direction. And then bring your feet down and get your strap again. If you don't have a strap, you can interlace your fingers behind your upper thigh or your thigh, right? If you have your strap, put the strap on the ball of the foot and flex that foot. And if your knee is here and it just stays here, maybe you lower the leg just a little bit and see if you can straighten then here and then stay here, right? All right, if your knee is straight here, maybe you can bring it with your exhale a little bit closer, opening the back of the leg. And then see if you can slide out your left leg, flexing that left foot. Again, pushing both heels away, energizing both legs, and breathe. And then release that leg. Slide the left one in. And now put your right foot on top of the left knee. And then interlace your fingers behind that left leg. Lift up your left foot. You can relax it down as well. If you're lifting it up, flex that left foot. Flex your right foot. Push that right knee away and the left knee into that anchor. And you should feel that in your right hip. Right calf warmers. Slowly lowering everything down. And we switch to the other side. Oh, sorry. That was too fast, Mandy. So either hands behind your left thigh or your strap on the ball of the left foot. Remember, the other side might feel different. That's fine. Maybe you lower the leg. You're fine here. Maybe wherever it is. And then work on flexing the foot, pushing the heel up, and the knee goes towards straight. With the next exhale, maybe you can bring it a little closer. And you can also see if you want to slide out your right leg, flex your right foot. Breathe. Where are the shoulders? Push them away from the ears. Chin towards the chest. Lengthen the back of your neck. Slide your right leg back in, take the strap off and bend your left knee. Put that left foot on top of the right knee and then bring your right knee in. Flexing both feet, pushing the right knee into your ankle. Left knee is pushed away. Slowly release. And then stretch out your legs. And bring the arms overhead. Maybe interlace your fingers. Turn the palms up and reach. Flex your feet, push the heels away, creating this length, long body. And then relax, release the elbows, the feet, and then hold on to your left wrist. Walk your feet very gently over to the right side, and then bring the upper body and your left arm a little over towards the right side. Okay, sorry. So your feet walk over to the right side, your arms, your upper body is going over to the right side as well. And then if you feel like it, you could cross the left leg, the left ankle over the right. But make sure your hips are not, rotating. They're both evenly on the floor. We're opening up the side body. Again, we did that seated, so if that doesn't feel okay, don't worry about it. You can relax in any other pose. If you want to skip this one, you're fine, you did it already. And then slowly walk your feet back to the middle, arms come back to the middle, and just feel what it feels to be right in the middle again. Maybe you feel a difference on the sides of the body. And then switch. So you walk your feet over to the left side. And then bring the upper body and your arms over to the left side. Hold on with your left hand onto the right wrist. And see if you want to cross your right ankle over your left. If it doesn't feel okay in the lower back or anywhere, come back to the middle, bring the knees into your chest, rock from side to side. That's where we're going to meet you in a moment. If you're okay here, breathe into the side body. Slowly walk your feet back to the middle. Bring the upper body back to the middle and then the arms right beside. Bring the knees into the chest and rock from side to side. Stretching out again the lower back, maybe feeling that pelvis, the sacrum. All right. And then we come into table. So come onto your side first, take your time. And remember, you can always put that blanket underneath your knees. If there is a knee pain or, you know, maybe you had a knee pain and you just want to be extra careful, that's what you can do. You can also, and I had that a couple of times, slide your knees right on the edge so that your kneecap is free. There's no pressure on the kneecap. And that might be just enough. So the hand's going to be right underneath the shoulders. You open up your fingers wide. Inner elbow crease is looking forward and then soften here. And then we come into a cat-cow, rounding the back and then arching the back as we did when you were sitting down. And you can again connect the movement to your breathing. So when you arch the lower back, open up the chest, lift the head, inhale. And when you round, scooping the abs in and up, head goes in between the arms, you exhale everything out. And slowly come back into table. And then we come into thread the needle. So lifting up the right arm, reaching up. And then we slide that right hand through that space between knee and hand. And then you can lie down or rest your head on the right side. Reaching over again, focusing on that space between your shoulder blades. You can rest the left arm down or stretch it out towards the front. What are your hips doing? Are they moving over to the left side? Maybe bring them back right to the middle. One more breath. And lift back up. And back into table. And lift up your left arm, reaching up. And then go all the way over to the other side. Again, one side always feels a little different. My left side is definitely more open. Reaching over to the right. Your head is resting on the left side. Where are the hips? Maybe move them back to the center. Maybe they have moved over to the right side. One more breath. And slowly come back to the middle. We're coming into downward dog. So first tuck the right toes under, push the right heel away. And bring your knee back down. Left side, tuck the left toes under, push the heel away. And slowly lower back down. Now tuck both toes under, lean back. Come into your first down dog. Pedal those legs a little if you feel like it. Make sure you open up your fingers wide. Inner elbow creases forward. Softly bend the elbows just a little bit so they're not locked. Focus on the sit bones, lifting them up. And then maybe lift your gaze, look towards your knees. Feel the neck lengthening when you do that. And then slowly lower back down onto your knees. Oh yeah, and come on to the knees. Okay, so we are bringing one leg out. And then that stretched out leg, so mine is the left, but it doesn't matter if it's your right, hand comes onto that leg, lifting up the other arm. Then make sure if you're pushing the hips back, you're pushing the hips forward, right? And then open up that side body again, reaching, reaching. And slowly lower down, other side. Again, make sure you are pushing the hips forwards, hand onto the leg, lifting up your left arm, yes, reaching up and over. And slowly come back. The left side always feels shorter than the other, right? Or one side. All right, so we are coming up to standing. So if you feel a little, unsure, we are coming into down dog. And then we walk the feet forward towards the hands. We're in a forward foot and then we come up. If there's any issue with that, come up any other way. Hands right in front into table. Tuck the toes under, lifting up into down dog. And then walk your feet forward. Come into a forward. Bend your knees. Feel your feet pressing down. And then we are rounding. You're feeling the heaviness of the head again. You feel the heaviness of your shoulders and your arms. Shake your head yes. And if you can, shake your head no. And then pressing down your feet, scooping those abs, and we stop rolling up bone by bone by bone. The last thing that comes up is your head. Take your time. And then roll the shoulders back. So we are in mountain pose. Open up your feet. Lift your toes, spread them out wide, put them back down. Maybe sway a little from the left to the right. I know time. Lifting your arms all the way up, reaching. Now hold on to your left wrist with your right hand. Without changing the weight in your feet, reach or up and over. So just the upper body is moving up and over. So the hip is not doing this, right? The hip stays right here. And then slowly come back to the middle. Switch your hands and reach up and over. Slowly come back. Hands go behind. Interlace your fingers, point your index fingers if you can. And we are coming again into that. Bend the knees a little. So we open up the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Pushing the shoulders away from the ears. And if you find yourself like this, bring the chin in. There is an option. We are going to do that in a moment. All right, and then relax. And into a twist. And then we step to the front of the mat. All right. Lifting the toes and palms facing forward, fingers spread wide. Squeeze the shoulder blades just a little together And then put your toes back down. Hands come onto your hip. Weight goes into your left foot, into your left leg, and your right foot comes back. We are into warrior one. Hips turn forward. See what it does to the knee and the foot, right? So you want to push your feet, the weight, into the outside of your feet so that the inner arches can lift a little bit. But at the same time, you want to push the toes down. And then bend the front knee. Scoop the abs in and up for a moment here. Find that length. And then lifting up your arms. Imagine again that light bulb you want to turn out of the ceiling. So you're turning the hands towards the midline. Spread your fingers wide. Drop the shoulders down. Take a breath. All right. Now bring the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers if you can. Open up the chest. So if it's too much, put the hands right beside, palms facing each other. Okay? Now we come a little more into that back bend. We bend that front knee, open up the chest. Now, if you want, you could do that little overbite. Like we put the lower part of the jaw forward, and then we lift it. And then slowly relax. Weird, right? But you felt the whole front opening up, right? Lifting up, reaching up high, and now hold on to your right wrist and come into the side bend, reaching over to the left side. Breathe. And slowly come back to the middle. Hands come back onto your hips, and we come into warrior two. So we are walking that front foot a little bit into line, and we open up the step maybe a little more, and the back foot is turned in, front foot is turned forward, straight ahead. Watch the knee. Don't let it collapse to either side, and then open up your arms into warrior two. Lifting up the arms, reaching up. Lower down the arms, bending the knee. Left elbow goes onto your knee, extended side angle. And then come back into warrior two. Straighten your front knee. Lifting your arms, creating length. Hold on with your right hand to your left wrist. Reaching up and over. It's not a big movement. Scoop the abs in and up. And slowly come back. Stepping forward. So hands onto your hips and step forward. Okay, shake it up. And then same thing on the other side. So lift the toes, spread them out wide, put them back down. Bring the weight over into your right foot and step the left foot back into warrior one. Left foot looks towards 11 o'clock on the watch, on the clock, and then bend your right knee, hips turn forwards. If it feels odd, bring it in just a little, see how that feels. Okay. Lifting up, reaching up, turning towards the midline. Drop the shoulders down, scoop the abs in and up. Breathe. Bringing the hands behind you, interlace your fingers, open up the chest. And this might be already enough, lifting the face towards the ceiling, right? And if you want, do that funny, lifting the chin up. And slowly lower, relax your arms, lifting the arms up. Hold on to your left wrist and move over to the other side. It's not a big side stretch. Slowly come back to the middle. Hands come back onto your hips. We are coming into warrior two. So walk your foot a little bit towards the midline And then maybe adjust, open up, right? Bending the front knee, lifting the arms, reaching away, and then lifting up and lower back down. Or let's lift one more time. Reach and lower down. Extended side angle, opening up the side of the body, reaching, reaching. Slowly coming back, straightening the front knee, lifting up the arm, reaching all the way up. And then hold on to your right wrist, lifting up and a little bit over. And then slowly lower the arms back down, hands come onto your hips. And now we parallel the feet and we heel toe. Everything back together, shake everything out. And we come into tree. So right foot on top of the left foot. Open up the hip, you can stay here. And do everything with the arms in this position. Or maybe here. Or maybe up here, really your choice. Yeah. Okay, look at something that is not moving, right? And then you could put the hands in front of the chest. You could also lift your arms up, reaching up, drop the shoulders down. Again, have that light bulb thing where you move or you rotate your fingers towards the midline, right? Breathe here. Now, we are holding on with the right hand on the left wrist and reaching over to one side. I know. Come back to the middle and then hold on to your right wrist, reaching over to the other side. Very small. I know. But look how your foot is working to hold you, to keep you balanced. Those little muscles in your foot are going to be very, very strong. Lifting back up and then bring the hands onto your hips and step down. Shaking it out. That leg, right? Okay, other side. See what I just did there? Lifting that back out. And find your tree either on one foot on top of the other or on the side or all the way up here. You can bring the hands in front of the chest. You can stay here if you feel already wobbly. That might be it. Reaching up, light bulb turn. Drop the shoulders down, scoop the abs, right? Look at something that is not moving. Breathe. And if you like, hold on to your left wrist. Reach up and over. Slowly come back to the middle. Other side, hold on to your right wrist. And reaching up and over. And slowly come back to the middle. Hands in front of the chest. Lifting up the foot, stepping it back down. And rotate. All right. We are coming down into the twist. So you can come with me into forward fold, downward dog, table, and then we sit down for the twist. Or you can go down any way you feel comfortable. Soften the knees, chin to the chest, and then scoop your abs in and let the upper body round, slouch, right? And then roll down from there. Take your time. Bend the knees more. Scoop the abs in more. Pressing down the feet. And when you are wherever that motion ends, stay there for a moment. Bend the knees even more so that your chest can rest on your thighs. Gives your head even more security or safety or better foundation to let go, to rest, to feel that traction in the cervical spine. You could hold on to your elbows. And when you're ready, put the hands down. Walk into your downward dog. And then push the heels down, lift the sit bones up high. Breathe. And then bring the knees down and swing the legs around. So you could stay here and then just come back into the twist, or you can stretch the legs out, take the fleshy parts of the sit bone, bring your right knee in and over. And then you can wrap your left arm around, hug the knee in. And then you could also bend that knee, which would look like this, right? Hug it in, bring your right hand behind you. But before you go into that full range twist, you grow tall, lengthen, and then you go into your twist with your exhale. And remember, you could also put that elbow and push it against that knee. Big twist. You don't have to. Listen to the body. Whatever feels okay right now. Turn the head to one side and then to the other side. And then untwist. Stretch everything back out. Find that middle again. Fleshy parts of the sit bones. Staff pose, pushing the fingertips down, pushing through the top of the head. Long, tall spine. Bring the left knee in and over. Hugging the knee in and finding length again, and then come into the twist. If you want to bend that knee, bend that knee. Sitting tall. Breathe. Head turns to one shoulder and gently to the other. And again, remember that is your choice how big that movement is. And then slowly untwist. And we are ready for Shavasana. Remember, get as comfy as you can. Socks, maybe an eye pillow. If it's really warm, but somehow you feel you want to have a little bit, sometimes it's just a little bit of protection, then take that blanket and just fold it up and place it on the belly, calming down the solar plexus. So again, you can open up the palms towards the ceiling. You can bring the knees together and the feet as wide as the mat. And you can also stretch your legs out. And remember, if you start in any position, you can change. You don't have to lie in a position that doesn't feel okay. So change it up. You can also put your legs on a chair or maybe up the wall. Your choice. Don't put them up the wall if there's a headache or eye issues. That would be too much pressure. Talking in a moment. And then just rock the head from side to side. And then take that big inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth with a big sigh. Everything is done. Nothing more to do. Feel the breath becoming calm, shallow, soft. Let that softness travel all the way down to your feet, into your toes. Relax your toes. Your ankles, calf muscles, and the back of your knees. Top of your knees, thighs, glutes, hips. And with your next exhale, allow both legs to become heavy, heavy and soften your belly and your chest. Soften your lower back, middle back, upper back. Relax your shoulders, elbows, forearms, wrists, all 10 fingers. With your next exhale, allow your arms to become heavy, heavy and warm. Soften the back of your neck, the back of your head, the top of your head, forehead, temples. Relax the area around your ears. Relax your ears. Unhinge the jaw. Relax the tongue in your mouth. Soften your lips, your eyes, and the space between your eyebrows. And with your next exhale, allow your whole body to become heavy. Heavy and warm. Now slowly bring your attention, without moving anything, bring your attention back to your body. And start to deepen your breath. Feel the belly rising and falling. Start to wiggle your toes, your fingers. Stretch your legs. Stretch your arms. Slowly bend one knee and then the other. And roll onto your right side. Rest. And when you're ready, push yourself up into a seated position. Bring the hands in front of your chest. Lower the chin towards your chest and thank yourself for coming here this morning. I thank you for coming. Namaste.